Here at the Wrestling Rundown, we're never fond of opening the shows with these segments, but we're here to report the passing of Chavo Guerrero Sr., who was 68 years old. He wrestled for 40 years, starting in 1970, officially retiring in 2010.
Oh, a very long career.
He held like 50 championships that we know of, including being a 15-time or potentially 17-time, conflicting reports, NWA America's Heavyweight Champion. Part of one of the most influential families in wrestling history, one of the families that's really well known for branching between Lucha Libre and American professional wrestling, the Guerrero family.
Considered wrestling royalty.
Yeah, he adopted his finishing moves from his father and his brother Mondo. He was even at one point, some modern day fans could remember him as one of the last cruiserweight champions before they retired the belt in, I think, 2008 or something like that.
And he even just recently, we saw him do stuff with his son Chavo Jr. in WWE, as well as show up for a few episodes of Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
He was, Guerreros just, were born and bred into wrestling. That's what they do. And so they literally stay with it as long as they possibly can.
Yeah.
And, Chavo Sr. was exactly the same way. He was still very involved. Him and Chavo Jr. made a very good heel duo.
Yeah.
That great we're wrestling royalty kind of generational, we're better than you type of team. It was always fun to watch their chemistry as a family, as a team on television.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he passed away on February 11th due to liver cancer, which is rough. He's survived by his younger brothers, Mondo and Hector, his sister-in-law, Vicky Guerrero, and his son, Chavo, as well as many other younger Guerrero generations. So condolences to the Guerrero family and all of his friends, because, he was even up here in the Pacific Northwest for a good portion of time. It's one of the reasons why in the Pacific Northwest here there is a strong linkage to Lucha Libre.
Absolutely.
Here in the Pacific Northwest, because we have Lucha Libre promotion here in Oregon, and then there's a Lucha Libre promotion up in Washington. Considered potentially the rebel of his four brothers, or the four of them, the most rebellious spirit, the very most did things the way he pleased out of the Guerrero clan. And I'm sure he's tangling it up right now with his brother Eddie and their dad. And may Chavo Guerrero Sr. rest in power.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrestling Rundown, episode 140.
Yikes.
Holy crap.
Makes me feel old.
We're still going. We're still doing this. You know what it is. It's indie news.
Are you guys tired of us yet? Post in the comments.
Probably. Some of you still like us. We appreciate those guys.
Lucas.
Lucas. We
Thanks
appreciate.
for trucking along,
we
man.
appreciate the support, man. But yeah, indie news. We got some shows that just happened. We got some shows that are about to happen. And this past weekend, we had an anniversary weekend over in
Anniversary doubleheader.
Voorhees, New Jersey, starting with WSU 10.
Ty Dillinger, however, was not at the show.
No, he was not.
We opened up with Renee and Michelle defeating Angelus Lane, replacing Thea Trinidad.
Yeah. Don't know why Theo wasn't there, but...
In the 6 women's tag match, Missy Sampson and Balespin defeated Annie Social and the Sinister Sweethearts. Leva Bates defeated Tara Calloway, who happened to be Chrissy Rivera's mystery opponent of choice.
We're not totally sure who she is yet, but she wasn't enough.
The Fella Twins successfully defended the tag team championships against Penelope Ford and Maria Manic, which that was like another open challenge type.
Yeah, Fella Twins putting on an open challenge for the tag titles.
Kira Hogan defeated Sue Young and Veda Scott to become the new Spirit of WSU champion.
Congratulations, Ms. Hogan.
Jordan Grace defeated Britt Baker. Jade defeated LuFisto, and Mercedes Martinez defeated Ali to become the new 3-time WSU Women's Champion.
Congratulations. And she got inducted into the WSU Hall of Fame on that very same day.
Yeah.
So Hall of Famer, 3-time champion, current champion, still kicking ass.
Yeah. Still kicking ass over at Shimmer, too.
Yeah.
Then we moved on to Combat Zone Wrestling's CZW 18.
Still blowing my mind. 18 years of Combat Zone.
I have a hard time thinking about that much violence.
It's a lot of violence.
It blows my mind. Jake Chris defeated Shane Strickland. Tim Dodds defeated Tony Deppen. Homicide and Mercedes Martinez defeated Greg Excellence and Chrissy Rivera.
So
shocker.
Another win for Mercedes Martinez.
Dave Chris defeated Ricky Shane Page. What was his name? Maxwell Jacob Feinstein.
That's the one.
Debuted and defeated Billy Danvers.
Because
not to be confused with John Denver.
Or Kara Danvers.
David Starr and Matt Riddle was ruled a double disqualification, though Travis Colt has a new appreciation for referee Dan Yost.
Yeah.
Because he tombstone pile drove Matt Riddle.
Yes.
Is pile drove the correct past tense for pile driver? Would it be pile drived? Pile drove?
I'll go with pile drove. I think that makes a little bit more sense.
Somebody who got it was pile driven?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's cool. However you say it.
Joe Gacy defeated Erie to retain the CZW Championship. Congrats. Scarlett Graves defeated EYFBO.
FYEFBORESPCPT.
Yeah, EYFBO to retain the CZW Tag Team Championships. And Joey Janela defeated Stockade to retain the CZW Wire Championship.
No new champions for you.
So, good job, fellas, for all your retentions. And at the main event, Notorious Inc. defeated what's left of the Nation of Intoxication, Danny Havoc and Connor Claxton, to round out the show.
Well, all right.
And other stuff that also happened on Saturday.
That being Ring of Honor Television. You can also see the replay this Wednesday on Comment. We opened up. We were supposed to have bookends of the Bullet Club. Our first bookend was Hangman Page defeating a guy named Matt Sells. And
he sold.
He beat the shit out of Matt Sells. Hangman Page winning with the rite of passage. This would bring out the Bucks. This would bring out Adam Cole. And this would bring out Cody Rhodes.
The American Nightmare.
So we had a big old powwow of Bullet Club members out there. Cody was talking trash about Atlanta, saying that once him and his family were there, they knew that they were better than all of them. Yeah, they just started talking trash about pretty much everybody because we got Supercard of Honor coming up here pretty soon. And as
and the anniversary show.
Yeah, and the anniversary show. So as things progressed, it was just taking shots at different people in ROH, calling out Jay Lethal, and then inviting Jay Lethal. Hey, come on in here and fight us. And Jay Lethal's like, well, there's 5 of you. Why would I get in there? That's stupid. And then Cody spit on him, and Jay's like, all right, fine, I'll get in there. And then Jay got beat down, and then we had Bobby Fish, and we had Jay White, and we had Alex Shelley, and we had Leo Rush all come out and start breaking things up. So our main event, which was supposed to be Jay Lethal and Bobby Fish versus Adam Cole and Cody Rhodes, ended up becoming our next match, an impromptu tag team match.
This was a good match.
It's so good. Bobby Fish proving once again that as good as him and Kyle O'Reilly are as a tag team, he can be his own man. He can team with pretty much anybody he wants and still be awesome. And then obviously with Jay Lethal, Cody Rhodes, and Adam Cole, you have fantastic talent across the board.
Yeah, there was really no weak link in this match.
No, it was completely solid all the way through.
And they kept a pretty fever pitch from beginning to end, too.
Yeah, it was the fact that it got started just immediately and everyone was like, oh, this is supposed to be our... Okay, well, now what are we doing? Okay, we're doing this. And yeah, just fantastic match. All these guys killing it. Bobby Fish actually picking up the win with a knee bar over Adam Cole.
Yeah, and he's got a shot at Adam Cole and the title coming up.
Yes, he won a Proving Grounds match not too long ago, so I think in one of their next tours, he has a match where he gets to face Adam Cole for the championship.
Something Mania.
Yeah. And you know, Cody tried to get back in, but Lethal was out there to hold Cody at bay and not allow him to break up the hold. So Bobby Fish and Jay Lethal picking up a tag team win over the Bullet Club.
AKA the Lethal Fish.
Yes. The Lethal I love it.
They're piranhas, bro.
Lethal Fish.
Barracudas. Sharks. Lethal Fish.
So this, the fact that this match, which was the main event, got moved, Dalton Castle and the boys happened to be in a 6-man tag team match, which then got pushed to the main event, and Dalton Castle was excited.
Unfortunately, their opponents are the Rebellion.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second. We had Briscoe and Frankie Kazarian both weigh in on their respective partners' finals match, which we'll have next week for the finals of the Decade of Excellence tournament. And then just after both these guys were kind of given words, Mark was asked a question by Kevin Kelly, but then his music played and he goes, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I got a match.
Yeah, because Mark was on commentary the whole night.
Yeah, until the match. And then Kevin Kelly's like, oh, my commentary people just keep leaving me.
Why?
I don't know why this happens.
Maybe it's because nobody likes you, Kevin Kelly.
Oh, well, The Rock teased him for years. Maybe The Rock was onto something.
Does everybody at Ring of Honor still call you Hermie?
I think that might have been a Rock exclusive. I could be wrong.
I'm just saying. If I ever met Kevin Kelly.
Stick it in, Hermie!
Sounds gross.
If you know wrestling, you know the context. I'm just going to leave it at that. Mark Briscoe defeated Sal Rinauro, who most people know from the first Wrestling Road Diaries with Colt Cabana.
Yeah, and he's the only guy I've ever seen submit to Cesaro's big swing.
Yeah, he was beat with the Froggy Bill. And then for the main event, the 6-man tag team match, we had two guys who are looking for a third partner at commentary with Kevin Kelly. We had Silas Young and the Beer City Bruiser.
Maybe Kevin Kelly can be your third partner.
Well, judging by the offering that they got towards the middle of this match from Colt Cabana, who brought out a 6-pack of very generic beer for
beer brand beer
for the Beer City Bruiser, Colt Cabana then took Beer City Bruiser's spot, and we had the Rebellion beat Dalton Castle and the boys.
Yeah, the Rebellion beat down Dalton Castle and the boys, while Silas Young and Colt Cabana verbally beat them down on commentary.
And yeah, it's just once Dalton Castle was taken out of the equation, the boys just...
Boy 1 got beat up for a long time.
Yeah, the boys just aren't as strong as most of the guys, so after a trio of moves, the Rebellion did pick up the win. We also found out that next week on ROH, not only will we have the finals of the Decade of Excellence, but due to the attack from a couple weeks ago, Silas Young will take on Bull James. So we have both those matches to look forward to next week. So yeah, we got some fun stuff heading our way for ROH. That is it for results. We got a couple of quick news stories we want to talk about. Sticking with the Ring of Honor, Donovan Dijak is done with Ring of Honor.
Yep.
And that is unfortunate. I mean, I'm sure we'll still see him in AAW, AIW.
Well, as far as I know, Donovan Dijak is going to become an exclusive member of, I want to say, the Beyond Wrestling roster.
Okay. Yeah, he does frequent those shows a lot.
And that's why he's currently not being renewed with Ring of Honor, is that Beyond, I think, is starting to actually pin people sort of to exclusive contracts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, the fact that they have the working relationship with with New Japan and PWG, they're not really allowing that branch off to other promotions. So.
Which, I mean, that's the number one thing that's going to be the disappointment for me for this one is that Ring of Honor is basically the only place you can see Donovan Dijak on a regular basis on television.
Yeah.
So that's getting taken away from us.
I'm not going to see him on TV anymore. I have to start getting some of these like online stuffs where I get to
Online Beyond and wrestling subscription service.
Speaking of wrestling partnerships, this may be a good thing for TNA or it's a bad thing for Pro Wrestling Noah, but they are now in a working relationship, so expect to see more. For those of you that are TNA fans, I know Lucas, you watch TNA on a regular basis, expect to see more Japanese talent coming through TNA.
I wouldn't expect to see that many.
No?
Yeah, the story I heard was TNA is looking to cut down their roster size.
Really?
Because of just for financial reasons.
Well,
the current, I don't remember the name of the company that is like backing TNA now.
I don't remember either.
It's whatever like subscription service that
like
Fight or something. It's not Fight Network, but
yeah.
it's like Fight something or whatever. Are looking to not invest as much money as TNA is wanting. Now that Jeff Jarrett is in charge again. It sounds to me like a lot of guys are going to be getting phased out of TNA.
That's unfortunate. Well, I mean, with people like their biggest draw, the Hardys, doing stuff with Ring of Honor, that's not looking too good for TNA. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it'll help, maybe not. But on a final story that will actually affect one of the matches in our upcoming shows, Matt Cross, M-Dog 20, Son of Havoc, whatever you want to call him, unfortunately broke his leg over the week. And
we know how.
He didn't specify how, but a lot of people are calling him pretty much a bad because he walked himself to the hospital on a broken leg. So, hit him up on Pro Wrestling Tees, buy some shirts, send some money his way so he can help pay for these medical bills. And we can get M-Dog back on these shows. But speedy recovery for Matt Cross. Get well soon, sir.
Absolutely, he's a great guy.
Absolutely. That is it for news stories. Let's move on to upcoming shows, where Matt Cross is supposed to be at our first show, which is AIW's Walk the Plank.
ARG.
Yeah. Alright, go.
Alright?
Yeah. Just wasn't expecting that.
Okay. We got a 4-way match. One of the AIW traditions to have a big multi-person match involved in almost every single show.
Yeah.
Lucky 13, Flip Kendrick, Facade, and Sean Schultz.
Alright.
Crazy Pain is defending the AIW Tag Team Championships in a 3-way match, including Team 2 Infinity and the Jollyville Fuckets. Britt Baker is rematching against Hornswoggle, which is a rematch from Jelly of the Month Club.
Yep.
Which I'm glad they're doing because any excuse to say Jelly of the Month Club. BJ Whitmer is going to go against Mike Tolar. Kaplan is taking on PB Smooth. We're supposed to have Matt Cross versus Joey Janela. It's probably not going to be Joey Janela versus another person.
Insert person here.
DJZ.
That's plausible.
Raymond Rowe is going to be taking on Laredo Kid. Sorry, Laredo Kid.
Good luck, Laredo.
The reason of the namesake of the show, Lewis Linden will be going against Paul Burchill.
Yeah, which in this picture he's full on
pirate regalia.
WWE pirate gimmick.
But then we have the 2 singles titles, the Intense Championship, Alex Daniels defends against Ethan Page, and the Absolute title, Josh Prohibition defends against Tracy Williams.
Alrighty then. That's a stacked card.
Yeah,
matches.
On the same day, on the 17th, Friday as well, AAW presents Art of War from Marionette Park, Illinois. Their normal style on the ground. We've got the best friends, Chuck and Trent, taking on the besties in the world, Matt Fitchett and Davey Vega.
The world full of best friends.
Yeah, we've got Abyss versus Eddie Kingston, and 2 big guys that like to hit hard.
From TNA.
ACH defending the Heritage Championship against Matt Sydal.
That'll be awesome.
El Hijo de Fantasma versus Loki. Sorry, Hio de Fantasma.
Yeah.
Just hoping Loki's in a good mood. And we know that Jack Evans and Trevor Lee will be defending the tag team championships against Zachary Wentz and Pete something?
No,
Not Pete.
no,
Desmond Xavier.
Desmond
Why did I
Xavier
think
and
Pete?
Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz.
Yeah. Who's Pete?
Pete Wentz is from
Fall
Fall
Out
Out Boy.
Boy?
Yeah, that's where you're going with that.
Yes. And then on Saturday, one of our favorites, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, comes back at you with Only Kings Understand Each Other. Reseda, California.
Could be true.
Where they normally are at.
Yeah.
Talk about a hell of a match lineup, though. Especially the first match we got on the list, Ricochet versus Lio Rush. We got Marty Scurll versus Jay White. Those guys are probably pretty familiar with each other now, both working for Ring of Honor.
Absolutely.
You know, so they've got that working relationship. PWG.
Ring of Honor, PWG. Yeah.
Ray Phoenix versus Trent. The Unbreakable Effing Machines versus Matt Riddle and Jeff Cobb. So, two big buff throw you around guys versus two guys with amateur wrestling MMA background going on. Trevor Lee versus Cody R. A 6-man tag match between the Super Click, a.k.a.
Adam Cole and the Young Bucks.
a.k.a. the Mount Rushmore of PWG.
A.k.a. Bullet Club.
And they take on Ohio is for Killers, Jake Christ, Dave Christ, and Sammy Callahan.
Oh, shit.
Marking the Christ's first time in PWG in quite some time. And then the main event, Zack Sabre Jr. defends the PWG Championship against Chuck Taylor.
Hey, Chucky T. Can you imagine? Because he beat Sabre.
Yeah, he beat Sabre last year in an impromptu match in Chikara.
Can you imagine? Like I know you really like Zack Sabre Jr.
I do.
But I can only imagine what your reaction will be if you find out that Chuck Taylor beat Zack Sabre Jr. for the PWG Championship.
I'm buying the DVD right away.
No hesitation. No
I'm mailing it to Chuck Taylor so he can autograph it and mail it back.
Yeah, and that'll become a centerpiece here on the run.
Damn straight. Damn Skippy, hear me.
But that's it.
That is it.
We're
no
done.
upcoming events for you.
No.
We do have Ring of Honor's Supercard of Honor and the 13th or whatever year anniversary.
Yeah. It's the 15th anniversary.
15th anniversary. They're both a stone's throw away.
Yeah. Supercard of Honor is coming up. We got a couple of matches. We know the Bucks will be going against the Hardys. We know that there's another Bullet Club match. There's one of the matches that they keep showing, and then now we have either Jay Briscoe or Christopher Daniels heading in to face Adam Cole for the championship at the anniversary show.
Yeah,
if he's still the champion. But so we'll be talking about those pretty soon. Cards are starting to build up, so look forward to that. But for now, thanks for watching, guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Click the links. All of our links. Don't take it to social media. You can follow us. So you
can
updates.
find all those links on every other video too.
But
I was
gonna
say they're not the important.
They're not the important ones because the important ones are all the people that we just got done talking about.
Yeah, and all the other people we talk about on a fairly regular basis here on the Indie News.
Like ChikaraPro.com.
Yeah, like ROHWrestling.com.
Like CCWrestling.com.
Like AIWrestling.com.
And many more.
Lots more.
We want to add more.
We want more.
We want so many more. Based on your
Show
suggestion.
me the money.
Well, first you got... First you got to show...
Donate $5 to my PayPal and I'll talk about whatever promotion you want.
You can do that. Or you can send us links to websites, Facebooks, YouTube pages, Twitter pages, Instagrams, anywhere we can find out some of the stuff that one of your favorite or your local promotion has to offer.
It really helps if they have a website or some sort of page where we can get frequent upcoming events and results from the shows in written form.
Websites, YouTubes, and Facebooks are the top 3 that we want you to send us. So if you have a favorite or a local that you want us to talk about, send them our way. If we like what they've got going on, we'll not only continue to talk about them on a regular basis, but we'll give you a shout out for bringing them to our attention.
Yeah.
You can also check out this review along with our other regular reviews, Raw Review, Tuesday Night Live, and Midweek Wrap-Up, all in podcast form over on SoundCloud.
That link's down in the description as well.
You can check out our other content over on Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
That's reasonable with a W.
Like wrestling. Where we'll be having a very soon punishment video as we are about to watch Elimination Chamber. So, yeah, you can check that out. You want to stay over here on YouTube this week because we will have, coming up next, our Elimination Chamber results and our review, plus all of our regular reviews.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, stick around, watch our stuff, listen to our stuff. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next. I wasn't thanking you, I was thanking the people.
I'm welcoming you for them, though, because they can't actively tell you you're welcome right after you say thank you.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome again.
Fuck Matt Riddle.
Sure.
Dan Yost.